This is an amateur bout scheduled to take place over three-minute rounds. Both these fighters are fighting their debut fight this evening. On my right-hand side, and fighting out the blue corner, representing 302 MMA, Steven Abbs. Representing Premier MMA, Pawel Pajak.
I'm David Leatherby, alongside me, Dean Midhat. And Dean, little clue for you in the corner of Steven Abbs, I hear.
Yeah, he's got two Carlson Gracie jiu-jitsu fighters. One's Dave Broughton, and he's definitely a black belt, so watch to see if Steven goes to take this to the ground. But you can see from Pajak that he's got the Tiger Muay Thai shorts there, so inevitably he's probably been there with high-level Muay Thai skills.
It's always interesting at this amateur level when guys are making their debuts. You're always looking for little clues about their style. Obviously the same will be said for the camps leading up to this. It'll be interesting. We see the classic cliched striker versus grappler here. Although Abbs looks content, sorry Dean, to strike it out early on.
Yeah, Steven's doing a great job of mixing up his strikes. He's going to the body. What he's trying to do there is mask it when he actually does go for the double leg shot. So he's going to make Pajak think upstairs and downstairs and then capitalize and go under these strikes.
Yeah, Pajak certainly looks comfortable in that Thai range.
Pajak with some nice footwork, utilising the leg kicks there. He's trying to hammer the muscle of Steven to take the spring out of the step of the fighter in front of him. And that will in turn limit the shots, limit the power. Some nice head kicks here from Pajak.
Yeah, Abbs needs to be a little careful defensively. When he's getting pushed back, he's exiting with that chin in the air a bit. Needs to make sure he's cutting these angles, but both guys pull it on now. That's the first sign we've seen, Dean, where Abbs has looked for the clinch briefly.
Oh, some beautiful combinations here from Pawel. But Steven responds with that killer right hand. He's looking for the overhand right there. Inside leg kick from Steven. Steven's got to really time this double leg shot. And I say that because Pawel is so good at firing those teeps up the center just like that. And it could be a knee, could be an uppercut. So Steven needs to keep Pawel guessing, get the hands up, and then go underneath.
Yeah, certainly getting the best of this stand-up range is Pawel Pajak. That being said, Abbs isn't letting himself get run through. He's answering back when he needs to, but might be best off looking to take this to the floor, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to see if Steven can try and time a leg catch and turn it into a single leg takedown. When Pawel comes down to the leg or comes up in the middle for the teep, if Steven can catch that and utilize to get the takedown and then get onto the top position. Needs to be very careful about turning his back, however.
Fighters touch gloves. Good show of respect there at the end of the round. Very interesting round. Pawel Pajak looking very, very comfortable in the Muay Thai range. But to be crediting Abstein, he didn't really get too hurt. A lot of those high kicks were hitting the gloves. Obviously, still painful shots to take on the forearms. But Abbs, although he probably dropped that round in the eyes of all the judges, I mean, he's still in the fight, isn't he? He answered back momentarily, and maybe a bit more instruction from his corner now. We could see a bit of a different fight.
Yeah, that was the key, the answer back that you attested to there, Dave. Even though he went for the shot, he'd come upstairs and he'd throw that right hand, which kept Pawel guessing. But, I mean, ultimately, Pawel very, very savvy on his feet.
Yeah, he got more and more comfortable as the round went on as well, throwing all of the strikes in the book. But Abbs still there, didn't really get hurt in any exchanges, so this one, all for the taking still. Second round underway.
Stiff Steven now can start working these combinations. He needs to make Pawel put his hands up and really sell the idea that he's going to strike to the head. Oh, nice roll out there from Steve. He's got to be careful in these exchanges here.
See, again, I'm not sure what that horn was for, sorry. Again, even though Pawel, they are very good-looking exchanges, Dean, but he hasn't really caught Abbs clean, has he, of any of these kicks yet?
Yeah, Steve's did a great job of putting his head down there, but the second Pawel starts to work, uppercuts and the kicks, just like that. It's going to have a problem. Here we go. Now we see Steven off his back, and Pawel wants no answer for it.
Yeah, very intelligent for Pawel. He's controlling the fight on the feet at the moment, calls his opponent back up. But yeah, Abbs, you know, I don't know if it's by a bit of luck also, but he is blocking all these head kicks that are coming in thus far. But from Pawel's point of view, Dean, it might only take one to get through. Nice low kick.
Steven again throwing singular shots. Needs to put them together. Multiple punches, multiple kicks. Gets his hands up nice and high. Steven did a great job of defending here, but he needs to put Pawel on the back foot.
Yeah, he's too comfortable, Pawel, isn't he? And you actually hear the corner of Abbs telling him to walk him down. Obviously, easier said than done when these kind of kicks are coming at you. Oh, nice low kick from Abbs.
And that was a nice Muay Thai technique there from Steven. As Pawel goes to strike, he boots that lead leg out, messes with the balance, and he's unable to finish with the strike. So some Muay Thai techniques being used against the Muay Thai fighter here from Steven. That right hand got through, head kick went through there, Dave.
Yeah, Pajak still relentless with the attacks. Very, very smooth Thai from Pajak throughout this fight. He's been throwing combinations, left, right hands, high kicks, low kicks. He's been looking for that little uppercut as well. Really a great performance thus far.
Pawel now throwing a lot of volume in strikes, a lot of jabs, a lot of head kicks, just like that. 1-2 combinations, looking for the knee, but goes to the body. But you've got to wonder, this such a high volume, is that going to take a toll on Pawel's cardio?
Yeah, very true, Dean. But I've got to say, it looks like he could have more pop on him if he wanted to as well. He's staying very loose, isn't he? And he's putting the combination together. I love the way he's setting everything up with that little jab as well, or that uppercut. Throws one and then comes in with the high kicks. Just very, very technical. Never feels like he's overreaching or really going for the kill shot. Just a constant barrage of attacks from him. Great performance thus far from Pawel Pajak. A real Muay Thai 101, if you will. And we say it all the time at this level. It's just crazy how the levels are going on. I mean, both these guys making their amateur debuts here. Fantastic bout so far. It's difficult to see, though, Dean, how Abbs is going to change the pattern of this fight without a takedown, isn't it?
Needs to start thinking about checking the kicks, catching the kicks, and actually threatening this takedown. As you attested to, Pawel is just so comfortable on his feet. He's not even firing his hips back, worrying about a takedown. So if Steven can even fake the shots and come up high with combinations, get the hands up of Pawel, go underneath for the takedown, he could have some success there.
Yeah, and I mean, to his team's credit as well, we don't know, Pawel might be a jiu-jitsu wizard as well. For all we know, he's got some good jiu-jitsu and wrestling himself, but he just hasn't had to use it yet. It's been all Muay Thai from him thus far.
Steven now has got to start responding. He's got to have answers for every single technique that Pawel wants to throw. He can't just block, circle off, block and move back. He's got to be firing. He's got to fire these leg kicks out, fire the hands.
Rushes his man. Pajak uses the plum clinch very well just to palm him off, Dean.
Yeah, Steven dropped the level there, but it was just too far out, and Pawel saw it coming a mile off.
Nice little left hook from Pajak.
Steven now with a leg kick of his own. Ends up on his back to see if Pawel wants to go in the ground exchange. He doesn't. Opts for the stand-up straight away, David.
Yeah, to be honest, that's very good to see at this amateur level, because how many guys have you seen that will rush down, rush of blood and follow a man down to the ground? Oh, he's pouring it on. Beautiful right hand, left kick combination. But yeah, as I said, he knows what he wants, Dean, and he's been very, very clever. Just inviting Abbs back up to the feet to take more of this punishment. Oh, beautiful high kick. That one got through.
And Stephen now breathing heavy from his mouth. He could be hurt here, David. He's going to have to frantically look for this clinch. Pawel now keeping very heavy. Stephen needs to work for these double underhooks. Nice strike there in the exchange from Stephen.
Tough guy is Stephen Abbs.
And as the round goes along, you can notice his hands get lower and lower. It's going to be very hard to block those high kicks and the punches to the head from Pawel.
Still got some sting in his returns. Pajak does well to get out of the way of one.
That's what he needs to be doing, Stephen. He needs to be throwing this back in Pawel up on the back foot. Utilise the cage. Look for that overhand right. Start checking these kicks to really start ticking the boxes in the striking realm and not just be a walking back punch bag.
Corner calling for him to shoot, saying you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, Stephen's got to do something decisive here. Shots like that from far away is just not what he needs. He needs to start thinking about disguising it with strikes and use the cage. Back Pawel up with strikes and kicks. You can't just shoot from a distance there.
Tell you what, Dean, you mentioned it in between the first and second round, I think it was, about the output of Pajak and whether he could keep it up, and credit to him, he's got some cardio, hasn't he? He's thrown a huge amount of strikes here and still pushing the pace here in round 3. Credit to his own conditioning and his team for getting him in this shape.
Yeah, being from Tiger Muay Thai, man, I've trained there a number of times, and you can just see from the body type and the actual conditioning circuits, conditioning program, the sparring, everything associated with Tiger Muay Thai is pro level.
That one is in the books. A standout performance in the stand-up range from Pawel Pajak.
And the judges have scored the fight. A unanimous decision in favour